Hello cyclists, welcome. Look at this beautiful bicycle, but it's not only beautiful, it is highly innovative. I'm super excited and happy to present to you today the Veloretti bike. As one could think, Veloretti comes from Italy, but no, it is an Amsterdam-based brand that has experience in bicycles for more than a decade. They started with cafe races and now they presented their first e-bikes for men and a step-through version. But it's not only this beauty, it is also the technique. It comes with a super interesting app and with many really nice features. As you can hear already, I'm really excited about this bicycle. But where to start? Of course, we start with the design. It is a really beautiful bicycle. Check out the different color options on the website for this bike, the Ivy, and of course there's also a male version which is called Ace. One thing that I immediately saw was the integrated LED lights that of course are connected to the battery. The front light is bright and it's definitely enough to be seen. It has night sensors, what I really like. I actually did choose the option in the app that the light is always on, because I think no matter what, it's always good to be seen. To be honest, the backlight of course is sufficient for the German legal system, but the front light is not, and therefore Veloretti offers an extra light, and the light can be connected to the battery, which I think is super clever, and it comes with a cable that is available from Veloretti. Every bike comes with mudguards that do have the same color as the bike, and what I really like, even though when you ride over cobblestone they are super stable, they do not rattle at all, so it is a very silent experience. Also very important, it is an e-bike, and the Werbung motor, the M200, is also very quiet. So when you ride this bike in combination with the Cadence carbon belt drive, it feels a bit like flying. The Werbung motor is a middle motor, so it feels very natural compared to motors that are in the back. There you rather have a feeling of being pushed, and in the front, of course, you have more a feeling of being pulled. I really like the middle motor for very steady driving and natural feelings. The motor weighs only 3.2 kilograms and has a maximum torque of 65 Newton meters. So it is very powerful, and even if you have some steep hills, it's super easy to climb them. So I felt that the motor is a very good companion for this bicycle, not only for commuting, but also for touring. What I really love is that the cadence can be adjusted individually, and to find out what it's really right for you, just play around a little. For me, in the end, it was something between 60 and 70. What I did not like so much is that maybe I did something wrong, but when I did choose the individual cadence in the app, in the end, when I started a new ride, I always had to choose it again. So that's maybe something that Veloretti should change. But anyways, I found it super interesting, even that I learned quite a lot in this combination with the motor. So thumbs up, that's a really cool feature. I mean, of course, it is super important to look good on the bike, but even more important is, of course, the riding experience. And I already gave you a glimpse of what I experienced, but what I think is super clever that they did choose the Enviolo Automatique. That is a stepless Enviolo system, and it automatically shifts gears for you. So shifting feels super natural and adapts to my behavior while biking, and that feels super comfortable and smooth. I had to get used a little because my hand was searching something to shift, but I got used to it super quickly. So I really liked it. It's a very energetic and very agile acceleration. So even though the bike, and this is also very important for me, has a very upright and comfortable sitting position, it is super sportive and I did like it a lot. Why is it so important for me to have an upright sitting position? I mean, when you're riding an e-bike and this reaches very quickly the 25 kilometers, for me it is always more comfortable to see what is happening around me. And this is more when I'm sitting upright and not like looking on my tire on the road. I know that the Ivy, so the step-through, is a bit more upright than the Ace, but in any case it really feels comfortable like a Dutch bicycle. And this bike has 5 modes of assist, and something that I really think is so cool. It has a mode that is called Superhero. So you can compare it maybe a bit to other bicycles like the Van Woof that has a boost button, but this is really so cool. Talking about cool, something else. I mean, I feel like I'm so really still very enthusiastic about this bicycle, but I really think they do take some features on the next level, is this diamond display, where you can see always how the battery is charged and you can choose between different options what you see on the display. I, for example, always like to see how fast I am, but you can also connect it with your mobile phone, and then you do have in this teeny tiny, but definitely it is big enough, you do have the navigation. So you see arrows when to turn left or when to turn right, and I think that's so clever, because I really don't like it when my mobile phone is somewhere here in the cockpit. It's design-wise, style-wise, but also I'm always a bit afraid that the mobile phone could fall off. And of course you can choose the different modes of assist on the display. The power is provided by a Samsung battery that is integrated into the frame, and it has a capacity of 504 watt-hours. Charging the battery takes up to approximately 4 hours, and it gives you a range of 60 to 120 kilometers. Of course, that always depends on the individual riding behavior, which means, of course, what modes of assist you choose. The bike comes with an app. You need the app for all the individual features, but it offers you much more. As I already said, the navigation, so you can connect your mobile phone via Bluetooth with the bike, and it provides real-time data. And of course, the adaptation of the maximum assist level, which is really nice, so it gives you a lot of individual riding experience. And you can modify, as I told you, the performance parameters of the motor details, which is pretty cool. And of course, you can switch on and off the lights. As I told you, the bike comes with a Cadence carbon belt drive. Why is it so important? I'm a big fan of the belt drive because it lasts up to 3 times longer than a regular chain. That means up to 30,000 kilometers. And it needs no attention at all, so no oil. Maybe every now and then when you're touring and you're riding off-road, you have to of course clean it, maybe with a brush or just a cloth. But otherwise, it needs no attention at all. And it is super silent, so when you're riding you don't hear the noises that you usually hear from a chain. When you're riding an e-bike, very important, of course, that you do have brakes that work, because you're riding 25 kilometers or even more faster. And Veloretti did choose Shimano or Tektro brakes. I think it's due to the supply chain that they cannot provide you with one or the other. They cannot say for sure. But I had not the chance to ride in different weather conditions, but I felt very secure, even though when I had to brake abruptly. And I like the brake levers. They are really nice, they're really chic. Also black, so my thumbs up. Always very important for me, not only that it's working, so the technique, but that it's also, the design is also very nice. The bike comes with a lock that is connected to the frame. It is from AXA, and in addition you can buy a chain that is 140 centimeters long. That's what I really like. You have only one key and you actually do have 2 locks. Very important. I always use the ring lock when I just jump into the store and buy some bread, for example. And I always, of course, fix my bike to something like a pole when I'm leaving my bike a bit longer. For some people, very important, that bikes come with a bike stand. And this one here, especially when you choose the option and mount a child seat on the bike, this one here is working really well. And I have to be honest, it is kind of beautiful. It's really chic. It also has a little branding on the side. Talking about branding, have a look. I mean, the name itself is really beautiful. And if you see it here written with this typo, I like it. I don't like the branding too much on bicycles, as you probably know, and here Veloretti did a really good job. Check out the Veloretti homepage for other accessories, because they also have racks, so when you do have to transport some bags or a basket, do check it out. Veloretti also offers different insurance packages. So they really are listening to what their riders want, and you want to feel safe. So the step-through model, the Ivy, comes in one frame size, and that fits people from 164 centimeters up to 184 centimeters. I'm exactly in the middle with 174 centimeters. And as you can see, I felt quite comfortable with the saddle almost completely in. The Ace model is for people that are a bit taller, between 173 centimeters up to 2 meters. So that's also very special. So when you're very large, check out the Veloretti, could be a really good option for you. I give my thumbs up. I think they combined everything what you should have a bike that is produced in 2022. So comfortable, high quality components, a price that is reasonable. You do have an insurance package, and you have an app and individualize your bicycle. So I give my thumbs up. Veloretti, very good job. I'm happy with this bicycle.